Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Read.
Marriage is honorable.
Say what?
Marriage is honorable.
Say what?
Marriage is honorable.
Marriage is an honorable thing. To be married is an honorable thing. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed
And
undefiled.
remember, marriage between a man and a woman, not a man and a man and a woman and a woman. Marriage between a woman and a man. My brother. Come for my brother. Let's reason together. Let's reason together. Let's reason together, brother.
You see, we are under grace, so we can vote now.
We are the grace.
We are under grace. No more under the law. No more under the law.
What is grace?
No, the brother asking you.
Come to Jesus Christ.
What is grace? My brother.
Grace is what? Grace is what?
Grace, come to Jesus Christ.
So grace come to Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We no more under law.
No more under the law.
Yeah.
Hold on, brother.
The law was before.
Hello. Look at this. Grace is mercy. Grace is mercy. Christ gives you mercy. You are supposed to be trained. Have you ever taken out anything? Like from courts, television, you go with your arm, pay your light bill.
I don't really hear you go there.
Alright, come closer. Come closer. You're talking about grace, right? This is it. Christ give you grace. Right? Grace to do what? Get yourself right. You say get yourself right. Because if you are armed, you owe arm in record for the bill. And they say, okay, now give a grace period to pay your bill. Christ died on the cross to give you a grace period to so that you could pay and get yourself right. It's not for you to live the way that just continue living.
That's right.
You understand? So, read.
We come up.
Before we were God.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 11. For the grace of God that bringeth salvation had appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldliness, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world.
So who is the grace now?
How do you deny
If
ungodliness?
this is the grace of God coming to all men, who is the grace of God?
Who's the grace of God? Christ is the one who died to give us
Jesus
grace.
Christ is the one,
So you
the
see,
grace of God.
listen to what the scripture says. Read.
Teaching us that denying ungodliness,
So what?
denying ungodliness, worldly lust,
Worldly lust.
we should live soberly, righteously,
Righteously.
and godly in this present world.
Right. Do you live in soberly and righteously?
How do you?
You would answer my question.
How do? Yes, we
Anyone
are.
who
We
was
are.
living
We
soberly and
are.
righteously?
We are. How do you go about living righteously? What
Christ
is
is the
righteousness?
only righteous one, none of us righteous.
What is righteousness?
None of us.
What is
You
righteousness?
say all our righteousness
You do it,
as
Rami.
filthy rags. So none of us righteous enough.
Hold on. Hold
We
on.
strive every day for
What is
righteousness,
righteousness?
for perfection.
Let me hear what the Bible says about righteousness.
Eh?
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments,
All these what?
all these commandments before the Lord our God, as He had commanded us.
So hold on now. Watch me now.
What is the first
So
commandment?
here's something now. He said that we supposed to live righteously. How do
Of
you
course
live
it is,
righteously?
yeah.
Hear this now. Hear this now. Hear this now.
In
Hear
the
this now.
things of God, you live in, you know, you
Leviticus
try to
11.
live righteously, you know.
Leviticus
Nobody could live righteously, you know.
So you're saying that nobody could
Jesus
change?
is the only
Nobody could
righteous
change.
one.
You can't change? Can't you change? Can you change?
course, yes,
Exactly.
of course.
That is what the grace
Of
is
course
for.
you can change.
So you could
Right.
change. You could change. Listen to
But
this.
none of us.
Leviticus 11 and verse 7. And the swine,
And the what?
and the swine,
That's the same thing now talking about it.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He's what?
Unclean.
He is unclean to you.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
God said from the very beginning,
Okay.
the swine is unclean.
Right.
Hold on. Give me Isaiah 6:6. So let me get this straight. He told the
God,
pork is
and it's
unclean.
a half part again in the Bible.
Hold on. He said the
Don't
pork is
say that
unclean.
anything that he has made is unclean.
He wasn't
because
talking about
once
food.
you bless
He
and
wasn't
eat,
talking about food.
What are you talking
That's
about?
Acts 10.
Eh?
That's Acts 10. That was a vision Peter get. Read.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
The Lord will come with fire and his chariot and a whirlwind. That is the end of the day. That is when he come back to judge the earth. Right? We're talking about pork and we're talking about unclean food. Listen to this very carefully.
To render his anger with fury.
Because God is very angry with his people. Very angry with us. We're talking about we by grace and we don't continue living any house.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
And when he come back, he's coming with fire. Fire. He come with water before, this time he said burning everything. Read.
For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So when he come, I pleading, I ain't tapping nobody, you know. Okay, it's okay. No, he plead with fire. Fire. Read.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Hold on. Hey, brother.
I'm coming back. I'm going to the Bible.
Read.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Swine flesh.
So the pork that the brother don't want to give up so much and say believe in my grace but we could eat it. The Bible says, Christ, when I come back, are you eating pork? You're going to die.
That's right.
You are going to die. I'm going to kill you. Even what? You see the amount of sickness going on today? Part of this is because of what we eat. You understand? Our people doesn't want to change. Our people doesn't want to change. Our people want to live the same old way, and everybody want to go to heaven. Nobody don't want to do the sacrifice. Understand? Okay.
Use your voice.
So our people want to live their own ungodly way and expect, okay, then everything should be okay.
Right.
It is not going to be okay because Christ is very angry. Read that scripture again.
Isaiah 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Fire. Bring it.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
So God is going to come back very angry, and he ain't coming back to fight nobody. He's coming back with flames of fire. And as the brother say, all up, he say, all righteousness are like filthy rags. So we are the ones who are trying to keep the law. What you expect to those who are not keeping it at all?
Right.
You understand? So he says he's coming back with fire. That will be a day of gnashing of teeth. You understand? Read.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
War. When God comes back, it's going to be war. The third war. The third war. It's going to be war. Read.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Christ ain't coming back to like you crucify him as a man. He said, when I come back, I'm not coming back as a man. I come back as a God. Read.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Those of you who love the pork so much, God said when he come back, he's going to slay you. You are dead. Read.
And the abomination.
The abomination. Read.
And the mouse.
And the mouse. The mouse is the manikou. The manikou, many of you love so much, the rat, the big rat, that you're going to die if you can't eat the manikou. Read.
And the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
So, this is the understanding what God give to us, that you in the churches does not teach our people. We are here to teach you that everything is not cool with God. You understand? God is going to come back with fire. Our dress code is abominable to God. Deuteronomy 20:25. We are not a woman supposed to be wearing a woman's clothing. A man supposed to be wearing a man's clothing.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
God says straightforward. Woman in any clothes that is not hers, that is not belongs to a woman attire, is abominable. A man in a woman's garment is abominable. You understand? And he said what? There's a judgment for that. Give me Zephaniah 1:8. There's a judgment for it. We are not supposed to be cross-dressing. Man in dress, woman in pants, is abominable. It's ungodly to God. You understand? He got a punishment for everything. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
The day of the Lord's sacrifice is when Christ come back to judge this earth. Read.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such are clothed with strange apparel.
He said, watch me. Any clothes that you are wearing that I did not require for you to dress in, you are going to die. A woman in a tight dress, you are going to die. Dress properly. Give me First Timothy. You are going to die. You're supposed to dress and appropriate before the public. Read.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that woman.
That who?
That woman.
That who?
That woman.
You woman have to check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Read.
That woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
You're supposed to dress properly in the street. You don't come out in the street with tight dress, short skirt and feel okay. That is not right. God is against that. You understand? We are not supposed to be dressing anyhow in the street. Your husband is the one supposed to be seeing you, not the whole public. Read.
That woman adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest means properly dressed, not showing off your curve, your shape and all different things. Your breast outside, that is ungodly. Read.
That woman adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold.
Woman dressing out of order brings one. Boyfriend, girlfriend. God is not in for that. You understand? Give me 1 Corinthians. God is not for any dress code from the woman today. Men, you stop wearing the pants and your bottom. That is ungodly.
That's right.
That is a shame.
First Corinthians.
Watch. We are about to put order in this earth. Order is all about God. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 2. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of what?
The head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ. Christ, the one who died on the cross. Read.
That's right. And the head of the woman is the man.
And you man have to take up your throne. You man have to know who. Make sure you set the house right. You the man over the woman, and the woman and the equality. This is garbage in the world today. Equality does not exist with God. God said, Christ is my son.
That's right.
The man is over the woman. Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
He said the head of the woman is the man. Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
The head of the one who died on the cross is who?
God.
So God the Father, Christ the Son, man, woman, then children. Everything is order. You understand? So you men now have to change your thoughts against how you carry yourself. Stop wearing your clothes, your pants below your ass. It's time for us to come back to God's laws. You understand? Marriage is honorable. Marriage is honorable. Marriage is honorable. And in order for us to go about doing this, you have to make sure you set yourself in order. Read.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Read.
Marriage is honorable.
Say what?
Marriage is honorable.
Say what?
Marriage is honorable.
Marriage is an honorable thing. To be married is an honorable thing. Read.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
And remember, marriage between a man and a woman, not a man and a man and a woman and a woman. Marriage between a woman and a man, not man and man. Read it.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Say watch, all you married people who go out and sleep out, God are going to judge you. One way or the other, you're going to be judged.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.